All right, welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to unpack a super crucial local maintenance guide for everyone living in the greater Sydney area, from the coast all the way out to the mountains. We're taking what is usually just a mundane checklist and transforming it into a real, actionable playbook to protect your home. I absolutely love this quote from the source material. Think about it. Your roof is your home's first and most loyal defender. It's working 24/7, 365 days a year, constantly under siege by some pretty harsh weather elements. It keeps you, your family, and all your belongings completely safe from the outside world. But hey, even the best defense needs a little backup from time to time, right? So here's our game plan for today. We'll look at the toughest enemies your roof faces, our pre-winter prep plan, how to spot local trouble, what to do immediately after a storm, and finally, drawing the line between DIY and calling in a pro.
Kicking things off with your roof's toughest enemies, the elements that attack your home year-round.
It's actually wild how much geography entirely dictates the threat level to your house. If you're in the city or the suburbs, the intense Sydney sun is literally stretching and shrinking your tiles every single day. Up in the Blue Mountains, it's the constant heavy dampness that practically invites moss to settle in. And if you're down in Wollongong or the Central Coast, your metal surfaces are just breathing in that highly corrosive salt air.
Here's the thing you have to remember. Skipping maintenance isn't just about dealing with an annoying little drip. That drip is a domino effect. Ignoring these environmental threats destroys your home's thermal envelope, it invites black mold into your corners, completely rots out the structural timber holding everything up, and causes your heating and cooling bills to absolutely skyrocket.
Moving right along to the pre-winter prep plan, which is honestly your most important seasonal task.
You're going to love this 3-step approach because it's super actionable and keeps you off a slippery ladder. Step 1, ground recon. Grab a coffee, walk outside, and just look up. Are the gutters overflowing? Are tree branches dangerously close? Step 2 is indoor detective work. Pop your head into the roof cavity on a sunny day. Do you smell dampness? Do you see any daylight poking through? Because sunshine up there is a guaranteed leak. And step 3 is simply calling a pro to catch what you missed.
Now, why the number 15? Well, here's a brilliant piece of insider advice. If your roof is over 15 years old, or honestly, if you just don't know its history, booking a professional pre-winter inspection is a necessary investment. It costs about the same as taking the family out to dinner, and they are going to spot those tiny, hidden hairline cracks or perished sealants that you literally cannot see from the ground.
Okay, next up, spotting local roof trouble. Let's get into a quick guide on local ailments.
Depending on where you live, the warning signs look totally different. If you are on the coast, you are hunting for chalky fading, weird orange-brown bubbles on your metal and white powdery corrosion around your flashings. But if you're up in the mountains, you're on the lookout for dark, velvety moss, heavy black algae streaks, and paying close attention to any persistent damp smells inside. And for those of you right in the city and suburbs, you've got to watch out for what's known as the Sydney sunburn. Those long, brutal summer days just bake your tiles until they become dangerously brittle. You'll start noticing a network of really fine cracks. They call this crazing, and you'll probably see the mortar starting to crumble away right alongside it.
All right, let's talk about what happens when the weather actually hits, the post-storm action plan.
The first 48 hours after a big storm are critical. You've got 2 immediate steps for a rapid response check. First, check outside safely. Any broken tiles on the ground? Did a branch come down? Most importantly, are your downpipes actually flowing water away from the house? Then head inside and be thorough. Look at ceilings, inside your wardrobes, and check room corners for any new yellow or light brown watermarks.
For my coastal folks, listen up, because this is a vital warning. Powerful storms can literally strip right through protective coatings on your roof. And once that bare metal is exposed to the salty air of the Central Coast or Wollongong, it begins to rust incredibly fast. You cannot wait on this. You have to act immediately before the rust eats all the way through. Which brings us to a very important section, DIY versus professional help. Safety first. And hey, this isn't fear-mongering, it's just real talk.
We need to set some clear boundaries here. Gutter cleaning? Yes, you can absolutely DIY that, provided you're on a stable ladder, wearing gloves, and never, ever overreaching. Gentle moss removal? Sure. For light growth, use a soft wash, but never blast it with a high-pressure washer. You'll drive water straight under the tiles. Now, replacing tiles or fixing flashing? No way. Do not try it. Getting the underlayment or sealing wrong is a guaranteed, absolute disaster waiting to happen.
So let's reinforce this rule one more time. The safe DIY boundary is standing securely on a ladder for your biannual gutter cleaning in autumn and spring.
The danger zone is the second you need to physically step onto the roof pitch itself. Inspecting tiles, treating coastal rust, or trying to diagnose where a complex leak is actually coming from, that is strictly for licensed professionals. A wet tile or a momentary dizzy spell changes your life instantly.
So, what does this all mean for you? Taking care of your most loyal defender does so much more than just keep your head dry. It preserves your overall property value. Trust me, inspectors look at the roof first. It maintains your home's thermal envelope, preventing major heat loss in the winter and excess heat in the summer. And it stops a tiny, seemingly harmless drip from turning into incredibly expensive structural timber rot. Which leaves us with this one final provocative question. When was the last time you gave your roof a proper health check? Seriously, don't wait until water is literally pouring through your living room ceiling to find out. Take that coffee walk around your house this weekend, grab a flashlight, peek into your roof cavity. It might just be time to call in a pro. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and here's to keeping your home perfectly defended.